Welcome to this week's episode of ILLinoiscornTV. This week we will learn about 300 bushel an acre corn. We will learn about a corn end user and their partnership with the Precision Conservation Management Program. And we will have a chance to celebrate a couple who will be inducted into the 4-H Hall of Fame at the State Fair. Well, let's turn to Illinois Soybean Association's Megan Miller as she talks about the partnership with the Precision Conservation Management Program and how PepsiCo has been an amazing partner to boost conservation practices with farmers in Illinois by helping them with cost share programs.
The greatest thing about PCM is we are using your financial data to help you make conservation decisions on your farm. And so if it doesn't pencil out for your bottom line, the specialists aren't going to push you into it. We want to make sure these conservation programs work for you. That being said, we do offer cost share to get you over that financial hump some of the times, and so that can come into the recommendation as well. PepsiCo is a really great partner of the Precision Conservation Management Program. They believe in sustainability just as much as a farmer does, and in order to do that, they will invest money in your farm in order for you to implement conservation practices for the first time. They have been offering cost share through PCM for many years, and recently have partnered with PCM and Field to Market to offer cost share on one of the partnerships for Climate Smart Commodities grants. We are really thankful for their guidance and their willingness to work with us.
Well, each year, there is a 4-H Hall of Fame ceremony at the Illinois State Fair, and one couple will be recognized and inducted, and that's Russell and Maxine Stewart. Here is Shelby Carlson with the University of Illinois Extension with more.
Each year, every county gets to nominate someone to become part of the Illinois 4-H Hall of Fame, and they'll be recognized at the state fair, but it's important that we recognize them here with the people who they directly impacted. This year we've got Russell and Maxine Stewart. They were selected because they were both lifelong 4-Hers who then decided it was so important to come back and be leaders. I think it's so important to recognize people who've given their lifetime and their volunteer hours to 4-H. We can never properly thank people for all the work that they do as they volunteer. But this is one way that we can recognize them and make sure the rest of the community recognizes how important they are to the success of our program. The people who are interacting with the kids every day, those are people volunteering their time, and we're so appreciative of that.
Finally, let's turn to Stu Ellis this week with more on the upcoming Crop Physiology Field Day.
So Stu, 300 bushels has been the quest. That's the holy grail. We've been told that we need average yields of 300 bushels to feed 9 billion people that are going to be on the planet in the next 25 or 30 years. So that's been the goal of our research. And guess what, Stu? Over the last 7 or 8 years, we've started to see 300 bushel yields in our research trials. We've really focused on better fertility. You're going to hear a lot about fertility if you come to Crop Phys Day. Better placement, relying more on the salt test, meeting the period of peak demand, and so fertility is one of the wonders that has changed. I think it'll set the stage for what some of the other students will talk about as well. And I think that it'll come away with, here's the practices that have the biggest impact to growers do each year.
Thank you for tuning in. It sure was hot and humid last week with heat indexes around 107 to 111 throughout the state. The middle and southern half of the state will continue to see temps this week in the low to mid 90s. Have a great week, everyone. See you on the next episode.